Hello, everyone. Welcome to my coloring corner. This is Rene, and today we're going to talk about one of the pencils in my collection, the Arteza um, Colored Pencils. These are wonderful. As you can see, I use them quite a bit. Some of them have gotten pretty short, like these guys here. They've gotten pretty short. But I love these pencils. They are one of the smoothest pencils I have in the budget-friendly area. When I first bought these pencils, they were very inexpensive, and they come in 120 colors is their maximum. And of course, with full set syndrome, I had to have the full set. So I have 120 of these wonderful pencils, and they are the next set in my coloring collection. So I'm going to take a look at let me move this out of the way, at the colors that are available in the set. And of course, I'm going to turn off this light because that's just glare. So it starts in the yellows. I should have put the cream before the jasmine yellow. And this is after I started just doing a light and a heavy swatch. So it shows all the heavy ones here on this side and all the light ones here. So as you can see, the cream can be a very light color, or it can be a medium to light color. So it's got some great yellows into a lot of oranges. There's a lot of oranges. There's pumpkin. This one here should actually be above the pumpkin. Tuscan Sun is an orangey yellow, and so is yellow ochre. It's a very light orange, but not quite a yellow. And then it goes into some of the lighter browns like honey, ginger, coyote, camel, and then into the dark oranges, into the reds. And it has a wonderful selection of reds, great selection of browns, a really good skin tone selection as well, and into the pinks. This set just has it all as far as I'm concerned. They are smooth, they are easy to work with, they blend beautifully, and they have some really unique colors like sea blue is a really nice color, and it's one of the ones that I have used up a lot of. It is one of my shorties. I think sea blue, and what is the other one? Aegean blue. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, but yeah, I use that one a lot too. And this one here, I do believe is my sea blue. Hold on a sec, let me check. Yeah. So this one here is my sea blue or ocean blue. Ocean blue is the one I was thinking of. So there's a sea blue and there's an ocean blue. And the ocean blue is a gorgeous color, absolutely gorgeous color. And I use it a lot. So it's a bit of a shorty. It's going to have to go in the bin soon. I have a bin of shorties that at some point when I get my own studio room, my husband is going to take all the shorties and make me a desktop with them. So all of the pencils don't really do what I want them to do. He's going to make them into a counter for me. Another thing this set has a great deal of is greens, both in the earth greens, like the leaf greens and the grass greens, stuff like that, but also into some of the darker greens for your ocean greens, your jade greens, pine greens, things like that. It also has a fantastic selection of blacks and grays. Like it has 3 different blacks. There's noir, onyx black, and ash black. Now the ash black is a very, very, very light black, almost a dark, dark gray. Like storm gray is almost darker than ash black. But it does have its warm grays, it has its cool grays, it has its French grays, and that sort of thing as well. It also has a white, of course, and it has some great metallics. So they've got unicorn purple, which is a really lovely color. I use it quite a bit. The silver, gold, copper, and a blue that I use quite a bit as well. So those are the color swatches for this wonderful, wonderful set of pencils. And of course, as you know, we did the Amazon Basics last time. So the next one is going to be with these ones, and it gives me the opportunity to show you some of the metallics, because I like to do these little swirls and stuff in the metallics. So let's pull our pencils and see where we go. So we need a couple of greens. So let's grab our little thing here. So I need number 42 and 92. Let's see, which one's that? That's 92. And 42 is a couple before that. So I think it's this one. Nope, that's number 6. So it's this one. I knew it had to be a shorty. Yep, there we go. You know, as you can see, I've also worn off the numbers. So I'm going to switch you over to the other camera here so you can see what I'm doing. So as you can see, I have worn off the numbers on some of these pencils, the lettering in that, because I use them a lot. A lot, a lot, a lot. So there's our greens. We're going to use the greens, of course, for the flower leaves. And we're going to grab a couple of reds because, yeah, it's a heart. I've got to have red. So let's grab rose red. And then we want a dark red and a lighter red. Okay, so we've got rose red. And I think we want passion fruit, which I think is this one. And I think cherry red would be the next one as well, because cherry red is a little bit darker. Of course, now I have to try to find it. It's not where I thought it was. That's eggplant. That's too far down. I must have put it in the wrong spot because I'm not seeing it where it should be. There it is. Okay, so we've got our 3 reds. We've got our greens. Now we just need a little bit of blue and yellow, and then we'll do the metallics. So I think I want sapphire yellow, which would be, yeah, this one. So we want that yellow, and we want a bit of orange. So let's use this one, which is just regular orange, and a touch of blue, and we'll use this one. And then we'll use the metallics, the silver, the gold, and silver, gold, and copper. And we'll use those. All right, so those are our colors for today. It's amazing how this little tiny, tiny little thing here is going to require so many colors, but it does. All right, so let's get started here with, of course, the heart part here. So I'm going to move you back a little bit because I don't like having the picture hanging off my desk. and that's what it's doing here. So I don't want to break anything. So I'm going to take cherry red, which is one of the darker reds, and I'm just going to put in my shadow areas. Now I'm going to turn that light back on so I can see what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm just going through and adding the shadow areas. I know I just went over the lines there, but that's okay. The color I'm going to use there will actually pick up that red and make it look really good, so that's fine. All right. Okie dokie. Then we're going to take our passion fruit and we're going to do the very, very edge. Just to give it a little bit more shadow there. And I am doing this fairly quickly, so it does look a little messy to start with. I know I should have used my... So I'm just going over everything with this lighter red just to blend it all together and get that shadowed achy breaky heart look. Valentine's Day type heart look. I hope everybody has wonderful plans for the week. I know it's the first week of November, so it's coming close to that time of year. Of course, this month is the month of thanks. So I hope everybody has been making their lists of things to be thankful for in the month of November. I myself am thankful for my family. Thankful for all of you that have followed me and continue to support me. I'm thankful for the friends I have made in the past year that have held me up in the past couple of weeks, because I have been on a bit of a roller coaster, and I am so grateful for every single one of you that has helped me out through that and kept my sanity for me, because otherwise it would have run amok. All right, so we've got that there. Now I'm just going to take the passion fruit red again, and I'm just going to give those shadow areas a little bit more shadow. Just the edges. Of course, I'm making a horrible mess. You'd think I wasn't wearing my glasses or something. All right. Now, the areas that we've gone over on the red, we're going to use the copper pencil. So that red is just going to actually help the copper. I have all sorts of things planned for November. And I did tell you guys that I am going to be remaking these videos. Now, I do have the old ones still up and visible. So if you do want to see the old ones, they are still there as well. Give me a shout out in the comments section if you want to just see the new ones, as they come out, or if you want to be able to see the old ones as well as the new ones. Because what I was planning on doing is I'm going to redo the videos in my collection um, for the different pencils I have. And as I do them, I'm going to take down the old one. So that way people can still view the old one as I'm going through, because it did take me 3 months to get to the point where I was. So it's going to take me a little bit of time to get back to the ones that I've already done. Of course, you know, I've done the Amazon basics and now I'm doing the Arteza, but it's still taking a bit of time to get to the other ones as well. I'm just taking a look. There it is. I couldn't find my brush. And I'm out of view for you. So I just took my brush and just dusted off the excess so that I don't make a mess, because I will. So I'm just going to take the silver here. Now, a good trick with silver is to take a black or a dark gray. I'm just going to take actually the ash black. I think that's what, oh, onyx black. And just go over the edges a little bit, just to give it that rounded feel, because I want it to have that rounded feel. And you can do this with the gold as well. It works well with gold as well. And then if you go over that with your silver, it just makes that edge feel like it's rounded. The one thing about these metallic pencils that I did find is that on this paper that I'm using it on, now this is a 67-pound cardstock, but I was silly. There's two sides to this paper. One side is quite smooth and one side is quite toothy. And I printed on the toothy side, on the really toothy side. So it is making the pencils, because these are a very, very soft pencil, it is grabbing that pencil and breaking off little bits of it more than I want it to. But that is life. And then we're going to take the gold and we're going to add the gold in. And like I said, you can do the same thing with the, sorry about that. Of course it is on both my phones. Do the same thing with the gold that you did with the silver and just go across the edge a little bit, just to give it that look of curvature. Okay, so that's the gold part done. Now I'm also going to go down here and do this part in gold as well. And I'm just going to take that black and I'm just going to put little bits of it here so that it shows us the shadow of those ones behind here. I do apologize. I forgot to turn off the sound on my phone, but it wouldn't have helped anyway because it was the house phone that was going to ring too. So I have them all connected so that when I'm out, if somebody tries to call me, I'm able to get that phone call. All right, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly do these little tiny hearts. Make them all cutesy. Of course, I'm out of view again. I don't know why I keep on doing that. And of course, I have a habit of turning the page so I can reach things better. So if it looks sideways to you, it's because it is. So I'm going to go over these branches. Into the leaves a little bit. Let's give it that little bit of a vein there. And around these bigger ones. Okay, and then we'll quickly go through here with that lighter green. Fill in those little tiny leaves. And as you can see, the color is laying down, even though this is the extremely toothy part of the paper, the color is still laying down really nicely. I'm not getting a lot of white spot. I'm, able to blend those colors together. And I'm not getting a huge amount of dust runoff either. Like I said, I am using a very, very toothy paper here, so I will get some, but it's definitely not a terrible amount, and it doesn't look terrible, so it's fine. Okay. Then we're going to do our centers. And we're going to take, I think, the cherry red. Just going to put a little bit in the center there. All right. Now we're going to dust that off. And we're just going to gently go over it with the blender just to get rid of any sort of excess white spot. And I find the Prisma blender works well with the Arteza pencils because they are a wax-based pencil. And of course, the Prisma blender is a wax-based blender, so it works quite well. I do find with a lot of pencils with this blender, though, if you do put a really thick layer, sometimes it will pick up a lot of that color. And of course, it does move it around and puts it where you want it to be. But sometimes it lifts too much color and actually erases what you want to be there. It all depends upon how thick the pencil is. It does it really bad with the oil-based pencils if you use it on oil base. And it does it really bad on certain wax-based pencils if they're really waxy. If they're really, really, really waxy, it'll do it. Okay. So that is our heart. in the Arteza, and you can see the shine on the metallics, which is pretty good. It has a pretty good shine on the metallics. There you go. Really, really, really nice pencils. Like I said, one of my absolute favorites. I absolutely love my Arteza pencils, and I will be needing to get a new set soon because I have a lot of shorties. And I really, really hope before I have to do that, that they decide to put the Artezas on where you can buy one pencil at a time. That would be awesome. Open stock, that's what it's called. Open stock on those would be fantastic because, like I said, I've got a few that really, really, really could use some replacing. And I felt that this needed a bit of background, so I'm just putting in a bit of a blue cloud around it, basically. And the colors I've used, of course, are pretty standard colors, I think, like the reds, and the metallics may not be. They may be only available in the 120s. I have not researched that because I'm a full set syndrome. I really don't like I don't like having part of a set. If it comes with 120, I want to have all 120. Because I sit there and pine for them if I don't. I don't know if everybody understands that, but I find that if I don't buy them all at once, especially when there's no open stock on them, that I pine for them, and I end up buying like a 72 set, and then I want the more of the colors, and I buy a 120 set, and the next thing you know, I've got 4 dozen pencils all the same color. I don't know if anybody else does that, but I do, and it drives me crazy. So I buy the whole set all at once and hope at some point they decide to go open stock with them so I can buy individual colors. So that's your homework for all of us people that love the Arteza pencils. Start writing to Arteza and demanding that they start selling open stock. Help Rene out here. And anybody else that uses these pencils, because I know every one of you probably has 1 or 2 in there that are completely short. And you're sitting there going, I don't want to buy a whole new set. But that's the thing with buying budget level pencils. Even though these are a artist quality pencil, and I definitely say that with conviction, because these are not at the level of Crayola or anything like that. These are definitely an artist grade pencil. But unlike Prismas and the other higher professional grade pencils, they don't come in open stock. And when you buy them, if you're only going to use some of the specialty colors that come in the 120 set, you may end up buying a whole new set because you've used up ocean green is my worst one, I think. With the completion of this little baby, it's pretty. It turned out really nicely. It didn't take very long. Arteza pencils are smooth. They blend beautifully. The color is very vibrant. And there's not anything bad I would say about them other than the fact that they are not open stock. That is my only complaint. I have many different Arteza products and I have never had a problem with their customer care. If you have any issues whatsoever with your Arteza product, make sure that you go to the Arteza website themselves, not just to Amazon. Go to their website, send them a note, send them a message saying, okay, I bought this here. This is my order number. This is the problem I'm having with it. They will make it right immediately. So make sure that you contact them, not just Amazon. Again, thank you so much for watching. I do enjoy spending time with you and with my collection. Next time we will be doing this cute little fella, and we will be using the Art and Fly colored pencils. So let's put Arteza under this wonderful heart so that we can remember. So the Amazon Basics did really well as well. And then the Arteza, like the Amazon Basics blue, is a lot lighter. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. I do apologize. I hate that. I feel like I'm going to sneeze and then it goes away and then it comes back. But oh dear. So that sneeze snuck up and decided that it was going to jump out. The blues are very vibrant in here. I think I used a lighter blue for the sky on the background of the Amazon Basics. The greens are very close. This is more of a yellow green than this one. The yellows are close. Both absolutely gorgeous sets of pencils. So the next ones we will be using are Art and Fly. And that will be our next video, is this cute little guy here. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you very much for any comments, suggestions, or anything like that. Of course, like, comment, and subscribe to this video. Relax, color, and always stay safe. Bye-bye for now.